Lambs intimidate me, Jules.
Well, they don't intimidate me, but
They seem so nice, but
I
they're
know.
intimidating. So
They're
what
not.
are we gonna make?
Well, here we have a nice little rack lamb here, and it's already it's halfway pre-Frenched out. But if you want,
That
when
sounds
you
dirty, by the way.
I know, doesn't it though? But if you see here, a lot of people will take this down further.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not inclined, and you don't want to have all of this fat cap on there, you can take this and you go between, and then you're just going to kind of like carve this out a little bit further, and you take this. What I do with this, once I take this down, is I will throw it into a pan and make a sauce out of it. And you throw in a little carrots, celery, onion, this
So you've got
braise
that little
it.
fat, and
get
it
that little
just-
fat, and you just kind of, there you have the start of a really, really beautiful sauce.
That is such a good chef tip.
But for today, we're just going to take this. Frenching these out is pretty easy. Now, see right there, a lot of people would say, oh, that fat, no, you want to keep that, because when this starts to render down, we start cooking this. This is going to really caramelize and really come down.
You
and that's
want
going to
that
be,
little bit of fat.
this is going to be a nugget of goodness. Okay.
I love a nugget of goodness.
So if you get a rack of lamb and it's not as, you can take this guy and just kind of take this down further, and you can clean those bones up with your knife just like that.
But it's not intimidating. I mean,
It's
when
not.
I see the rack of lamb, even I'm like, what do I start with? I mean,
Yeah.
like we're, you watch the chef
You can-
competitions, and I don't know.
No, it's not at all. And you
Okay.
can clean that bone up just like that. So like if I'm doing a catering job or something and I have lollipop lamb chops, which are just a little bit smaller than this, I usually French them out all the way. And then I marinate them up in which we're going to do here in a second, a little bit of olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, garlic, and just throw on a few little herbs.
And the herbs that you brought,
And I brought with me today a little bit of thyme, some sage, and rosemary.
parsley,
And if you
sage.
want to do, if you want to keep this and you just want to French this out like this a little bit.
Honestly, every time you say that, I'm like in the 4th grade.
But you can just take this off, and then you can keep a double chop.
Okay.
Okay.
That one, Big Daddy gets that
Big
one.
Daddy gets that one. And then all this right here, all those little trimmings that you keep, you are going to throw into a pan, and you're
make your
gonna
special
you're gonna
super
make it.
secret sauce.
Yep, you're gonna make it a little secret little sauce with it.
That's the chef tip of the
Yep.
day, I'm telling you. Okay, so you do that, and you
So
do
we
your
do that.
marinade.
So we're gonna take a little S&P.
Rachel
And-
has EVU, you've got S&P.
I got S&P, and a little bit of olive oil. And this is a California olive oil, so it's going to be a little bit fruity.
That's what I was going to ask you. We recently had olive oil experts on and talked about the different
Yeah.
olive oils. What's your preference? When do you cook? Do you
I
have a
love
preference?
fruity olive oils.
Okay. Do you test them? Taste
Yes.
test them?
I love to taste test
I
olive
recently
oil.
did that on the show. It was a revelation to me.
I know.
I mean,
I
I
did
was
too. Because
doing shots of olive oil.
Well, because even if you're tasting wine and you kind of
Yeah.
let that aerate through your mouth,
Yeah,
you do the same thing with olive oil, and you're going to taste so many different layers
It's
of flavor.
amazing. It was amazing to
It
me.
is.
And so then you take your rosemary.
I got some thyme here,
Some thyme, sorry.
a little bit of rosemary.
There it is. I love the smell
Throw this back right on
of
here.
rosemary.
And we're just going to kind of macerate this in here a little bit.
How easy is that?
How easy is that?
That's
A
why
little bit more
cooking's better
pepper.
than baking, right? You're
Yep.
just bam.
You're just bamming it up. So we got this.
Kid
and
Rock
then-
doesn't know what he's missing.
No, with this Jimmy John's.
That's right. Listen, kid.
So, and then we're just going to pan sear these like this.
That's why you don't cook in the buff.
No, you do not cook in the butt.
Okay, so you
Okay.
pan sear those.
Pan
and-
sear that. I'm going to wash these
Okay,
real quick.
so when they're on there, my biggest weakness when I put something in a pan is the over checking. I put it in there and I want to keep checking and I want to keep
No.
checking, and I ruin the whole idea by doing that. So you put it in there for
You just want to let that sit.
Okay.
Because you want that fat to caramelize. You want it to sit there and kind of just get happy.
get happy.
Yep.
Happy as a lamb in grease,
Exactly.
baby.
So I'm going to make a little vinaigrette to go over top of these when we're done.
And that is a
This is a sherry. Sherry vinegar. I got a little bit of garlic in here.
oh sherry.
A little bit of EVOO.
Rachel's Evu.
Rachel's Evo.
Rachel's Evu.
And then I'm going to go a little bit of
Little lemon.
lemon juice too. And then I think maybe we'll put a little bit of thyme in here.
Do you?
And we're just gonna kind of stir
I
this
would
up.
say one of the easiest things to grow, by the way, is rosemary. I grow rosemary. I am
It
not a
never
good
goes away.
gardener. It never goes away.
Yep.
You can save it. It makes you feel very Martha Stewart,
Yes, it does.
which I don't feel very Martha most days.
You don't?
No, I try. I'm aspirational, but I fail more than anything else.
Okay, these are.
All right, there you go.
So now we're gonna flip them.
Okay. And that, oh, look at that.
Look at that nice caramelization on there.
That's all there is to it?
Yeah, I love to pan sear them like this, but you know what? On the grill, even better.
On the grill, even better. I'm telling you, I would surprise the heck out of my family if I did
Yeah,
this.
you would.
I really would.
When I go to, I have a group of girlfriends, and we go to Devil's Lake every year. I have friends that have.
That's a lake around us. Very fun.
Very fun. And we always get rack of lamb and shrimp, and then I do a big old cook it extravaganza and do the whole layout. And we always have to have our lamb, big skewers of shrimp, which I marinate in like coconut milk and spices and grill that up. And the potatoes on the grill. Everything goes on the grill. Asparagus, everything. And then we just lay out a big spread.
What a great summer day by the lake.
It is.
That is. It's good to be friends with Jules. I gather next time I'm at the lake, I have to make sure you're there. So you've got your salad tossed.
Yep.
And we're kind of, doing the TV thing. So
We're just
generally
gonna-
estimate for me when you're doing the lamb how long it takes
Well,
for
we're
you.
gonna go usually about 3 to 4 minutes. These are not very thick, and
Right,
and
so
I
that's the
serve
nice
them.
thing. I always think
Yep.
for ribs you're going to take forever, but it's
No.
not the case.
Like this guy right here, he's done.
That guy's done.
So, because I like mine medium rare.
I do too.
So, and
People are going
guy
to
is
start
done.
showing up in this kitchen.
I know.
Any second now from the rest of this building. I know it looks like it's my house kitchen, but it's actually we are in a TV studio, so we have people that show up from every department when we make something that
So,
smells
and you
this
see
good.
how that fat is just kind of really getting caramelized, and it's really, really got a lot of flavor in it. Now, if you were at home, I would actually let them marinate for about 20 minutes in this here before
and
you
then
go,
put them in
and
there.
then put them on.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And I just want to say, diet and fitness and busy women, all that stuff is a part of this show. But as a weight loss counselor person, sort of, which is what I am, I have an online certification, so watch out, people.
Look out, guys.
But at any rate, this is a really good meal when you're talking about kind of a low carb sort of situation. You've got your greens, you've got your protein, you've got your citrus. It's really a healthy meal. I know you don't think of ribs that way, but it is. Thank you so much, Jules. All of these websites that we talked about are going to be on fullplate.tv and of course on Facebook, Jules and Bellamici.
Yep, Bellamici.
And Rebecca Rainier. See you next time. Glad you were here.
Thanks. So, yummo.
Yummo, yeah.